Can you guys hear me now? Sorry, I think I hit the wrong mic audio. Mute. Alright, I just typed that even though you guys told me you could hear me now. Just waiting for Nibb to get back to me, I think. Also, okay. Nibb, what's up, bud?
Hello.
Hey, are you doing camera, or am I just keeping you like this?
No, I can't get camera to work for some reason.
Just making sure. Okay, I'm also very bad at all this, so let me make sure that the stream can hear. Um,
How's my sound quality?
you sound good to me. All right, can you guys? Well, you can hear me now. Can you hear Nibb? Do I have that coming through properly?
Hello, hello, hello.
Sorry, there's like a 15
Are we
second
live?
delay, so.
Are we live?
Yep, we're live. They can hear Nibb. Unfortunately, Kage's here. Um, all right. For some reason, I can't get my phone on the thing, but I don't think that's important since. Um, yeah. I think. Let me see. Insane Evil on
It took
Discord is
5 seconds
Fulano
for
here.
Kage to get mentioned.
Yeah, I know. I shouldn't feed him. Anyway, I don't want to have the video screen up necessarily anyway because Fulano, I think he's Insane Evil on Discord, was nice enough to make this amazing background graphic for us. So we've got that.
Oh,
And all right, it's after 9. Everyone's here. Lolliot thinks you are handsome. Okay.
oh wow. Okay.
He says you sound handsome
Thank
at
you.
least. There we go. Uh,
Well, that's the thing. I was on my phone with Lolliot and Platt and received so many affectionate DMs about how I sound like a 15-year-old or a child on their podcast. So now I'm actually using my studio mic, um, so it should sound good.
I don't know. I got a Blue
Actually
Yeti.
capture the full spectrum of audio.
I bought a Blue Yeti a couple years ago. It seems to work okay, but here's the thing. Before I started doing this, I didn't realize. I think it's only slight, but I started watching my videos on my TV after. I'm like, do I have a lisp? I never realized I had a lisp.
Oh, I don't hear it.
Oh well, thank you. I'll try to keep it back. Also, you guys can make fun of how effeminate I look on stream. I need chapstick like constantly for the last couple of weeks, so like I will be applying chapstick liberally throughout the stream.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, I just wish there was a masculine way to apply it. It probably
Just
doesn't
like
help that I.
smash it into your mouth like a beer can.
All right. So do we want to start off insulting each other's mothers or, um,
Sure.
anyway?
I mean, I know enough about yours that I don't really need to say much more, but just kidding.
Dad?
Um, I just hope everyone is sitting down and ready for us to debate the best way to prepare scrambled eggs. So that is our main topic tonight.
I've been getting better at
I'm
that.
going with really.
Yeah, because I try not exactly like the Gordon Ramsay method because I'm like an old lady. I watch all the Gordon Ramsay stuff and yeah, just try to keep the heat low and I move it constantly. I don't let it sit. I use a spatula and I stir it the whole time. Comes out really light and fluffy.
Yeah. You gotta keep moving. I actually take the opposite tack as him. Part of that is because I'm just trying to prepare breakfast for my family in the morning. I don't have much time,
Mm.
so I go high heat and then I go really big pan so that I can get like I don't put much egg into the pan first, so it's a nice thin layer, so it cooks super quick. And then
Oh,
I
okay.
just spatula it up, zip, boom, zip. It's like it's like a restaurant almost. So
I might
turns
have
out
to
pretty
try
well.
that. I know there's like a Japanese method where they just keep like flipping it and stuff for omelets, but I can't do that.
Right.
Okay.
Well, thanks for inviting me to the show. All right.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I think we're going to disappoint everyone that we haven't insulted each other yet. Um, Although, well, I mean, Lolly, it's making it hard talking about how friggin' handsome you are. So, Um,
Right on. Thanks, Lolly. You too, buddy. Love you.
yeah.
Anyway.
Okay, so first topic. You enjoy the current orb system. I think it's one of the worst parts of the game. I don't know. I don't like not being able to use some of my units. What are your thoughts?
I'll hear you. I want to put this in. Actually, can we back up a little bit? I
Please.
want to start from common ground, if that's fine with you. You know, this
Yeah,
is your podcast. I'm a guest here,
that's
but
right. I am a pretty big deal here. I mean, I'm a little over 200 subs now, so just yeah, watch how you speak to me, buddy.
so starting from a foundation of common ground. So I've heard both of your videos in which you criticize the game,
Hmm.
and I mean, I think anyone would look like a fool if they were to somehow argue against the point that this game is not doing a good job of gathering a good player base. It obviously is not.
Yeah,
It's pretty sad,
and
and I don't think that's because of the game itself. I think
agreed.
they do a very poor job with, you know, maybe it's marketing, maybe it's whatever they do for kind of this viral spreading of it. I'm not some expert in that field, but the monetization is super bad.
Yeah,
It's
terrible.
really the only valuable spend that I would say that's like a real bang for your buck is the passport. It's not
Yep.
that much. It's like what, $5 a month, and the value you get for it is a massive
It,
difference between not having the passport.
I'll jump in right there if
Um,
you don't mind. Yeah, it is a good value
yeah,
because of how valuable gold is. I'd say that yeah, it's worth it. I like it. I got it day one. It's just not very exciting, and you can laugh at me for judging it on that. But do you agree with me? It's like okay, we get an extra of each daily and very fast note mode. Which once you have very fast mode, you can't not have it again. But initially it's like not that exciting. I mean, do you agree or?
I guess it's hard to argue. It's exciting. Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't really look for excitement in my passports, though. That um, to me comes in other forms in other gotcha games like bundles and sales and stuff like that, or like as Law and Plat were talking about a battle pass or some kind of monthly gem pass where you pay $7 and then you log in and you get 100 each day extra, something like that.
yeah.
So
Value over time.
um,
Yeah, that's a good one. Because the thing
yeah,
is I'm sorry to keep on interrupting you. Is
fine.
it's like I want to help them be predatory in the right way. I mean, well, they already have people that know this. I don't know why they're intentionally choosing not to set their pricing at a point where people will come in because I mean, this is just predatory gotcha 101 that you need to have entry level packs to get people to come, like gem sales for instance, like even if it's not every single event, you need to have something that somebody's been playing a gotcha for a long time will say, oh, I can get this $30 pack once or twice for $10 right now. I gotta get that. That's a deal I can't miss out on. And now they're a spender. That's the thing, you have to turn them into a spender. You know what I mean? Do you is that making sense?
I don't disagree at all with what you've said so far. They really do need to give you the cocaine sample,
Yeah,
and then, oh, you want some more of that? Here you go.
I mean, just
I
to
don't think I would call that predatory, but I would call that the business model.
well, like I mean,
Difference between failing or not.
it's kind of an anti-player argument. It's like it's like a car sales. Well, not exactly, but yeah, you need to trick the players into spend. I want them to be better at tricking us into spending as a community.
They do need to do a way better job of that for sure.
Um,
It's really to expand on that. So the passport is a good value, I would say.
yeah,
The next, I would say, the middle class tier right now, which I don't think there really is one, and I'll explain why real quick.
agree.
Would be the tact points,
Mm.
which I hate the tact point system. It's conceptually great. I like the ability to spend less to just wait a little bit longer, grind out the points, and then use them for free polls later. Not free,
Value
but
over time. Yeah,
way less expensive polls later. So essentially you're getting a discount based on patience.
Mm.
But the problem is the 20,000 point cap is absurd. You can't get anything for 20,000 points.
Yeah,
Um,
and I don't.
I mean, Laliette got, I think, Dragonlord and Baramos on one ticket because he's a son of a bitch. But usually that doesn't happen, which leads me to the next point. Um, you know, I am a whale. Okay, we're gonna talk about that, right? So I've spent, I would say, over $3,000 in the game. So um, now that that's out there, I almost had to in order to make a difference. Does that make sense? Like, I
I
think Law
I do
has
know what you mean.
admitted, yeah, Law has admitted to spending 800 ish,
Mm. I'm
which
right
I think
around
still
there.
sounds like
Yeah.
yeah, I think it still sounds like a lot to the most players. And I would say, yeah, that makes him, as far as DQT goes, a small whale.
I
Um,
like the term fat dolphin. Yeah, because I
yeah,
mean,
he's a fat dolphin, or
we
sometimes deep dolphin they call it.
yeah we know what the reality is for whaling in a gotcha, and you're not okay. $3,000 on a video game. Yeah, I don't know what your income is, man. We're not gonna. You can go there if you want, but no, $3,000 in gotcha. I mean, in a video game, it's insane. In a gotcha, you're just into it. You know.
It's average whale, really.
Mm,
So
yeah.
at this point, yeah, I'm established in my life. It's not a huge deal. I mean, I spent a lot more than that last week just renovating my house with needed repairs. It's
Ooh, yeah.
just kind of the way it goes with life. I'm a over 30 years old boomer at this point. 10 years ago, obviously, I wouldn't be able to do this, but
Mhm.
um, anyway, so the important point to take away is that Law he's a perfect example because
Mhm.
he spent $800 and I spent actually more like 3,300 or so.
Mhm.
And the difference between what I have spent and what he spent in terms of account power is it's pretty big because I'm using only max awakened units in arena right now, and
Yes.
he's using still one or two,
And
and
I immediately knew
that's
that was what
crazy.
you were going to go at. Yeah. That's
That's crazy to me. I think basically what I'm getting at is that Law and other spenders in his level, small whale, big dolphin, deserve way more bang for their buck. And
mhm.
I'm okay if that was different and if my bang for the buck as an actual whale was the same, because then you would actually have a sustainable model with more of that middle spender, even if it's like the guy that spends 30 to $50 a month. That's like small dolphin, right?
Oh yeah, but I mean
Um,
that's and they're not. Yeah, that's exactly what we've been talking about. They're not going for that, and that's so. I don't know what percentage of income comes from their big dolphins and their middle ones, but like, yeah, I was thinking, I'm like, oh, okay, so if somebody spent $2,000 last month and they made like 400 grand, I'm like, God, one spender was like 0.5% of their income. That seems really. I don't know. Maybe that's irrelevant. I don't know. That seemed weird to me. That like, if you spent way too much in one month, you could actually like notice your contribution to Square's profits.
Yeah, I mean, this is where you and I differ. The first point, I don't really, I don't have this kind of Square's evil profit thing going on. I think we
Mm,
all know what we're getting into with gotcha games,
mm.
or you should anyway.
I
I
guess
think
mine.
that's actually been.
Like I said,
Go ahead.
I know everybody's tired of hearing me talk about Dota. It's turned into a meme, which I love. Whoever made me Pam from The Office, God bless you. I loved it. Um, but yeah, like I played Dokkan, and people complained. That was run by is run by Bandai Namco. We got Bandai Namco, Bandai, and I had no idea how generous it was. It's hugely successful, and I mean, you just pay for gems. That's it. They have sale packs all the time. I've never bought a gem that wasn't on sale in that game. I have almost all the banner units, and it's a relatively similar system. You get the unit, and then it's only four extra that will help you make it stronger. But yeah, it's like you can refresh your stamina on that too, but it's such a different system. You don't need to. That's like, okay, I feel like playing a lot today. I will spend some gems to refresh. But it's not like here. This event doesn't seem so bad, but like Dragon Quest 3 and the Slime Festival, it's like if you weren't stam refreshing, you weren't gonna clear it. Not all the farmables, maybe just the A's. You could at least get them to 4-star, but it feels weird that you need to buy stam to max awaken event units to me. So maybe I got off
Well,
lucky. Maybe I'm just this is a different breed of gotcha that I'm used to.
maybe.
Because people have
Probably
told me that the
actually. You know,
like the Final Fantasy gotchas, this is par for the course.
right. And I'm coming from a my gotcha experience is first Raid Shadow Legends, and then War of the Visions, Final Fantasy, FFB. So,
I was tempted to play
um,
Raid because my buddy showed me like the opening intro on his. Granted, he has like a S20 Ultra, whatever, super, way too much a phone. I'm like, oh my god, that's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen on a phone.
that's the phone I use. I love it. It's awesome. It's huge.
I'm cheap. I've got like an LG Violet because it was buy one get one when I went with a new cell phone plan. I mean, it works, but you know, ugh.
Well, yeah, Raid. I mean, Raid has far bigger budget. It's been around a lot longer.
Mm.
It does look very good. It's
Oh
the
yeah.
graphics are kind of amazing. If you don't like the things that you don't seem to like about DQT, oh boy, you're gonna hate Raid.
Oh okay, good. I'll
That's
stay
so much
away.
more predatory. They bombard you with um, I mean, they bombard you with sales, but as you start to play the game more, you realize these aren't really sales. These are kind of par for the course, kind of
Oh,
required, you
I, I
know?
I heard that like it's
Um,
just constant. Like you log in and they're like, you want to buy this, you want to buy this, you want to buy this. Um, yeah,
yeah, that does happen. I don't have a problem with that. I just kind of gloss over it.
yeah.
Um, but you do end up spending a lot on Raid and on War Divisions, but they all have different ways of tricking you.
Everything
You
I've heard
know,
about War of the Visions just through the community has terrified me. I'm like, just glad I didn't even try that one.
yeah, yeah. The whatever is. I mean, not everything, but the things that aggravate people about DQT
Mm.
are magnified, um, and then some. For example, War of the Visions is just way more grindy. This is not even grindy at all, really.
Mm.
Raids are they take your life away, basically.
I,
So
on that note, you know what I did
I
get
played War of
tired
the Visions
of?
for like a year.
I was gonna say, you know what I got tired of really fast in Dragon Quest Tech? The first 24 hours of half stam story mode was like, this is amazing. And then day two, you're like, oh, this is going to be half my day. I need to actually make sure I start early enough before reset. Because I was still doing 6 refreshes a day, which I know you were doing it, what, 9 or 12 then?
Or no, I haven't done. I don't remember. Is 12 the full like 300 per? I don't do
No,
300s.
well, 13 to 15 is the 300 each, which, from what I understand,
Okay.
like none of the way. I think, like Kage said, it was like a rare thing for him to do. Um,
Yeah, I think Jax was doing it. I did 300s. I think maybe a couple times.
I'm sure it happens, yeah.
But it happens. I
Yeah.
I don't usually go even to the 150s anymore.
Hmm.
Stamina now. I mean, my account is very mature. I don't really need to blast stamina all the time.
Yeah.
So.
Have you found this
Um,
Dragon Quest IV event to be better? Because I'm mostly done with the missions, and I've been, just because I wanted to make content and I'm weak, I went back to doing 40 the first 3 gem refreshes, and yeah, I mean,
hmm.
I think it's been a week now, and I've got most of it cleared. I've got like 20 out of 30 on the 5-4 mission. Yeah, this doesn't seem
Stamina
so hard to
wise,
farm. I also don't care about any of the units I need to farm. I think, although, well, you're more tactical than I do. Are either of the dogs useful? Sorry, I know that's a lot there for you to respond to.
the the pink one has the potential, but I mean,
Mm.
so this I wanna people are expecting some spiciness here, so they're not gonna get insults, but I think um I so you just said that you don't care about the units, and this
Not
is
the.
where you don't realize the agency that you have.
Mm.
Because you can make that choice not to spend the stamina, as I have actually. I just got the base model of um, one of them, the peeper, I guess, and then I got a few awakenings of the pink dog, and then I got um, maybe four. I can't remember what I did with the purple dragon guy, but I
Mm.
none of them appeal to me long term.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
So I made the conscious choice that I could keep going to the 100, 150, 300 gem refreshes, but I decided not to.
Okay, yeah.
And who's to say that I should or need to max awaken those?
Mm.
And so that's where you've run into some issues in the past, is starting from a shaky foundation of that you quote need to do something, or that someone's holding you back from accomplishing something if you don't do a XYZ. And it's interesting that you say you don't need those units from DQ. Why don't you also need other things, right? Um,
Well,
let's what did you
can I
say?
address that
Yeah.
in the middle? I and I was gonna say I almost I think you might agree with me here. I'm not sure. I feel like the player base is all after the update. The realization that like they're always going to give us like a little bit more than we can casually do sunk in, and that's why I'm done with doing gem refreshes, or at least I'll do 3 4 maybe the beginning of events. That feels good to me right now. I also get to use. The only reason I started YouTube was to justify spending on this game, so that's why I'm doing it.
Hmm.
But like, yeah, like, awake going for CP is now. I'm done. I'm done with CP. Don't care. I'm not rearranging my weapons before reset anymore. I know that some of the C and D ranks can be useful. In fact, I think the D rank dog. I feel like I saw him in a Japanese gameplay video. I feel if there's a low weight arena week, you put a B rank scroll on him with his double awakening. He's got a double strength up move. I feel like he could be good
Hmm.
for what is it, 15 points. But other
You
than
know
that,
about more
like
about that dog than I do, frankly. I haven't studied these recent monsters except for the gotcha ones.
it's he's got crap attacks. His perks don't matter, but he's got a high attack for a D rank, and he has a move that double buffs his attack. So I think he could be a good low weight arena unit. And I think I saw him on a Japanese like the week before arena. I was just there's a Japanese YouTuber. It's like clone something, and he just would do daily videos and end with his arena runs. And that's why I just tried to get a feel for arena, which is why I wasn't too nervous because he was just autoing them. So I knew it wasn't going to be as hard as some of the people here wanted. Although my big thing, I didn't realize that arena points weren't currency. I thought we were going to get the armor by like day 4. I didn't
Hmm.
realize how long it would take to get the points, the medals.
Right.
But I can't remember exactly what I was going on about. But yeah, I think I think the try hard. I felt like I was getting ahead to coast later, the first 3 months, and then it's like, oh, we're never going to be allowed to coast, which is good or bad. Like I said, I'm the game I played. New no, you could see it as a positive. New events, you can get them done in a few days, and then you're kind of doing some daily stuff. Maybe you're trying to strengthen old units a little bit. That one had something called you leveled up their special attacks. It was kind of a slow grind. You do that on units that were never going to be important just for completion's sake.
Right.
And then yeah, Dragon Quest Tact, you're just always going to have things to grind for the most part. So that was kind of I just came to that realization last week. Like I'm not going to get to coast in this game necessarily and be like high CP. So yeah, I gave up on
Right.
CP recently.
Okay.
So, because I mean, it
So
was fun to stay in the top fit. Like I think maybe I made 47 like one day. I've been in the 50s for like a month now, and even when I'll say, sometimes I think a lot of us like to speak for the player base as a whole. I've stopped caring about CP, and I haven't moved from the 50s. I am down to 59 today, but again, I'm not setting myself up at the end of the day for max CP. You know what that's like. You understand. I've never used scrolls for CP. I still have like 95% of my C rank scrolls. Um,
uh,
I think a lot of the tryhards calmed down this last week.
yeah, and that's probably because of arena, because you have another way of measuring your dick.
Yes, exactly. Oh, I made 43 the other day. It felt so huge.
43 in arena.
Or
Oh, that's
maybe it
pretty
was
good.
37. It was less than 50. I
So
don't
what are you
think I've
bitching
made it
about?
before 50.
So what are you bitching about? You're doing really well in arena. That's top 50. That means you can get a gold medal, right? Is it
I'll
top 50 for a gold?
I'll oh yeah, you know what it is. Yeah, I didn't get it before. The first time I finished in somewhere between 50 and 70, and then last week it was 106. I was 4 points off of making tying for
Uh,
whatever was below 100. You know how the ranks are.
right. Are you going at the 80-point ones?
Oh, of course, yeah. Because I didn't realize, like I said, I was telling people, like, don't worry. If you can't handle 80, go for 60. Because I thought arena points were currency.
Gotcha.
I thought that the tier rewards were just all dick contests. I didn't realize that that's how you get an extra hunt. Because yeah, like the difference between me being 49 and 50, well, it's like 50 or 51 is 100 coins. Not a big deal, but when you're trying to maximize resources, yeah, an extra 100 coins is pretty cool.
It adds up over time. I barely did not get first the first week, and I missed out on 100 medals.
I don't even know how you do
Um,
it. Like, well, so I've been wondering, like, it. So you're going in with fully awakened units. Does that allow you to like
hmm.
just take more hits? Because I'm pretty much,
Oh, yeah.
unless I'm going against a really weak team, or they're like what I feel is stupid and brought like 3 A rank casters or something, I have to turtle. I can't advance. They'll kill something. Um, uh, do you have like a? I don't know. Can you explain quickly how you do it, or if you don't want to give away your secrets, that's fine. Although there's only like 10
I
people that
said
can
that I
copy
was
your
gonna
strats
I was
anyway.
gonna get first place once before I spilled too much. But generally speaking, the fact that my units are max awakened clearly does help because they have 25% more HP.
Well, and the
And of course,
HP.
having Awaken 4
Yeah.
makes you more resistant to what you're already resistant to.
Mm.
Um,
Although I'm finding
but
even like half resistances, like if I'm resistant to a damage, it's the damage output is almost negligible.
yeah, half is good enough usually,
Yeah.
for Arena anyway. Because, what you're going to do with resistances is you're going to use them to tank. There's really no tanks in this game except for the cover tanks, which,
Mm.
they're usually so slow and bad movement. So I don't like to use them in Arena, but
Yeah.
side note, maybe somebody really will kick ass with cover tanks. But
Mm.
generally speaking, you tank with resistances. And so, um, if I want to bait out Zoma, for example, yeah, I'm always going to put Royal Reptile out there or Boreal Serpent out there, um, to make sure they don't get hit by Psycho Cannon. And they do get hit either by Glacial Doom or the Breath Attack.
Yeah. Roller Reptile is
Um,
another one. That's the thing that I've realized. I'm sorry to interrupt you again. Awakenings in Arena is an extra 10% is the difference in one hit or two hits on a lot of these. Like my Royal Reptile, I still bring him because he. Correct me if I'm wrong. He's the only significant source of zap damage in the game. Because are we on the same page that B rank skills are mostly just a waste? Well, if that's the only
no,
thing you can
not at
use,
all.
go ahead. But
They're
yeah,
very good. They don't
no.
have attack caps,
Sorry, I mean
so
spells. I mean B rank spells. That's what I meant.
B
Um,
rank spells are significantly less. They're significantly more underwhelming.
yeah.
B
So
rank physicals are very good.
yeah, and that's what I was
I
saying
have.
about Royal Reptile. He's the only zap source of damage in Arena. I'm not wrong, am I?
He's. Oh boy.
There's no A
He's
rank
the
zap
only A rank
abilities.
zap for sure. I think
Yeah.
the next one that comes along is going to be Bianca.
Mm.
She's also got a really strong zap. I think it's actually stronger than Royal Reptiles.
Oh, that's actually very
Um,
good to know. Yeah, because right now
and it's
he's
a ranged
at its.
attack.
What I was saying is mine usually does like 8. He doesn't one shot very many enemy S ranks, and that's where when he's like 10-15% stronger, it's a huge difference. I mean, the difference between one hit and two hit is so huge in Arena.
Well,
So
what level is your Thunder Slash? Is it 10?
I think it's only no, it's only 7 right now, so that'll help. I'm having bad luck leveling that one up. Yeah, so that'll help a bit too.
Got to
Yeah,
grind it out.
yeah.
Um, yeah, my Royal Reptile has one shot everything weak to zap so far.
Yeah,
He's having no problems with it. Even like a 3 or 4 awakening Zoma, he still knocks him out in one hit.
I finally got the first dupe on mine, and it's a nice. I bought it with fragments. It was a nice increase
Oh,
on my
I
Zoma.
I wouldn't even bring him to arena without a dupe.
He
And
was
it's
doing
and I
okay.
think
No,
that's
he's strong, but I changed my. Do you bring the same team every time?
no,
Okay, yeah,
that's crazy. I swap out, because you've got two powerful 65 weight units with Dragon Lord Trueform and Zoma. I usually don't bring them both because they take up so much space.
I do the same thing. I'm
Um,
one question mark only, pretty much.
right.
You bring an F rank, or you
And
just
then
leave that spot empty if you're going with like 2 or 3 question mark
right,
units.
and then I've got four maxed out 50 weight units: Killing Machine, Royal Reptile, Jaguar, and oh god, who am I forgetting?
So,
Yeah,
um,
I got to look at my account while I'm doing this.
it,
But yeah, anyway, I swap them out. Oh,
yeah.
White King, duh.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It, and so I swap them out as needed.
All right.
Lately I've been using the same team because of the Beast thing. I've just been using Hellion and Jaguar.
Oh, yeah. I
They
like
just
I like
destroy
Jaguar, but
everything.
that's another thing. Without buying, so I mean, if you had 10 orbs on your account right now, I mean, would you put him in a Jaguar? I mean, he's really good, but he's not like top 5. And he was like built
If
for
what was the
arena. It
question?
feels like
If I had how many orbs?
if you were free to play, if you had 10 orbs, I mean,
Yeah.
you wouldn't put him in your top 5, would you? To like orb up.
Is this me now or me before maxing him out?
Yeah, like before
Like,
maxing him out. Like if you only had, if you were looking at your whole like all your S4s and you had 5 that you could put up to S6. I mean, he wouldn't be one of them, right? I guess I'm kind of jumping into my point where it's like I hate having good units in my box that I can't use. And there's going to be a new, better unit every month. So everything that I have right now that isn't worth an orb right now is probably never going to get one. And I hate that. It.
so I get it. So let me. Okay, you got to throw me a bone here. Bear with me because this is going to take some setup here.
Okay.
To answer your question real quick, on a surface level, it would depend on whether or not I have Slanheart, and which is the reason that I maxed Jaguar in the first place. I do have Slanheart, but only at 0 awaken, so he's
Oh, what a scrub.
um,
Mine's got an awakening in him.
so I don't, he's very good,
Hmm.
very good unit at +1 awaken, very good.
Well, that's I
If
can't
I
put
had it,
orbs into mine because I have a White King orb. So that's I have
uh,
whoosh. That's it. You know.
sure. Well, I think White King and Slanheart are not excluding each other. I think you should have both. But
Oh,
since
I
I
would
don't
love
have
to, but
plus
when you
ones,
when you've got to have type coverage right now with 10 orbs.
uh-huh.
No,
Hold on a second. So
sorry.
let me kind of set this up.
Mm.
Um, but really quick to answer that question, if I didn't have a +1 Slanheart, I would go ahead and get the Jaguar up because he is the only other significant source of physical whoosh besides Slanheart.
Yeah,
So,
he really reads
and
like he was built for
that's based
arena.
on me, my tendency to study ahead, and I ask folks like Delzor questions about what happens in the future. So that's based on that. So
Mm.
okay,
Yeah.
okay, Chase, let me
I'll
set
try
this
not
up
to
here.
interrupt you.
So
Please go ahead. You have the floor.
you're fine. You're fine. So this is just an analogy to kind of highlight. So there's a unit called Seraphy. You've heard of Seraphy?
Yeah, but do you know the sort like the Dragon Quest source of Seraphy? Is that from 10 or something or 9?
I have no idea. I just know that she is a slime. She's a
Okay.
heel slime that has taken the form of a human.
Oh, maybe
So
she's a Dragon Quest Monsters thing. But here's the I
yeah, I don't know. I don't
they're
know.
they're all holiday units so far. I don't know about Seraphy. I have a feeling I don't think they're gonna give us the female holiday units. I don't think they're gonna give us the monster waifus. I don't know
Well,
why I
hold on.
think that, but I don't think so.
Well, nobody in global has any way of corroborating one way or another, so it's all just
It's
hearsay
just
and
speculation.
conjecture.
I just have this feeling that we're not gonna get them. I don't know. It's irrelevant. Sorry.
Maybe, maybe not. But quickly on that point, they released Rank 6 way before they did in Japan.
Mm.
So you can take it to the bank right now that they are actively thinking about tuning what's available to the global player base and relative to the difficulty of the events coming out.
Mm.
For example, having Rank 6 available for all of your A through F units, which do not require orbs, made it so that you can not bring specific units that Japan maybe had to bring to clear the DQ4.
You know, I
And
never thought
so,
of it that
so
way.
right, yeah. So there we go. Hey, epiphany. So
Mm.
um, and so I think since we can't say, oh, they're going to do this or they're going to do that, we can say what they have done,
Mm.
and they have moved a rank 6 up. And over time, I think people are going to get more comfortable with that decision because of the fact that if you look at the help videos from the DQ4 event, everyone's rank 5 because they didn't have that available. So,
Mm.
um, from the Japanese side. So,
I'm surprised
at
by how
first,
many
everyone was
YouTubers, like, I'm
shitting
sorry,
themselves about rank 6.
I think Fulano, he's in the the chat right now. I think he's Insane Evil on that guy. He's an artist because so many of his very hard mode clear videos, they're still rank 5. Guy's amazing. I can't even comprehend that because I've everybody knows now I have no patience for that stuff. So I can't believe the stuff some of the like him and even Platt are doing stuff with rank 5 units still. And I'm like,
Let's talk about the
you're
no patience
masochistic.
later. Let's bookmark that one because
Yeah.
that's important. So, okay, back to Seraphy. So
Yes.
Seraphy is a unit that was released, I think, during Valentine's Day ish in Japan.
Yep.
And after she was released, Japan got an event that the prevailing wisdom from at least Delzor, and I've asked him if it's okay to kind of bring him up a lot. He said yes.
Oh, I pissed him off this morning. Oops. I swore.
Oh. So I actually, you know what? I mean, he's like the smartest dude, coolest dude. I maybe you don't agree with that, but I like Delzor a lot. I have actually found him to be not agreeing with me on a lot of things in Arena so far. But generally speaking, if Delzor says something about Japan, you have no reason to doubt that. So he said that Seraphy is quote required, like 100% required to clear this content. I think it's level 50 tower, but I could be wrong on that one. Regardless, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
So, and now that was said in the global Discord, right? And the thought processes that happened in people's, I don't know if they're weird. It was just these paranoid theories that had no basis in fact. That they were saying, oh, they're going to release the tower before they release Seraphy because Seraphy was Valentine's Day. And so they're going to 100% release content that we can't clear. That's not true. You can't, it doesn't hold up in court. You can guess that, and maybe it's true.
I think it's a lack of faith in Square, basically.
Well, yeah, and maybe for that, I have more faith that developers, and it's aiming, I guess, a developer. I have more faith that they're not going to do that.
Well, it's not the developers. It's the localization, which, I mean, the translation's been good and all that, but I mean, this game definitely feels like it's being run by, Japanese suits that couldn't care less. The localization.
Yeah, they write the checks, so they're going to make the decisions.
Oh yeah, I definitely believe in that. Yeah.
But, God, where the hell was I?
We were talking about Seraphy being necessary and people thinking that we won't be able to do the tower without her.
And people are, and it's like tinfoil hat, dead set that they're going to release content that we can't clear in global because they're not going to give us the unit that we need. And that's even assuming, what's more, another layer of assumption that we do need Seraphy. I have no reason to doubt what Delzor says, but who knows? Maybe there's going to be a strategy that doesn't use her. But anyway, assuming she is needed, there's no basis in reality for that theory. And the proof is that they released rank 6 early. They are fine-tuning global. So now that thought process is that some folks have kind of stonewalled themselves in to thinking, because assumption A, therefore assumption B, and it's all built on a shaky foundation that has no basis in fact, evidence, reality. You can't corroborate it. So that's where we're linking it back to why we're having a debate. Is there are some assumptions that you have made where I think you have in your own mind gone from those assumptions and kind of branched off into several directions, which to you make perfect sense based on that original assumption.
I may have spiraled a little bit, and I did. Sorry to interrupt you again. I've mentioned this in one or two videos. When I get opinionated, it makes me play devil's advocate, and then I also, dude, I kept myself in check for a while, but I am a natural troll. So the last couple days when people disagreed with me in the main Discord, it brought out like full troll mode. So I need to stop that again. But Yeah, no, I
I
mean,
wanted to say,
I
I wanted
liked
to.
the game. I was not happy with this
Okay,
update at first. I
that's
the
well,
orb thing makes me angry, which I do think is that's another thing about mid tier players is it punishes mid tier and high end the most, especially mid tier, because if I want to collect one of everything, which should be the goal for them to sell us, they want one of everything. They're
hold on.
killing
There's
that
a lot to
desire.
break down here.
Yeah.
So, first of all, you said you liked the game.
Oh, I
I
love
think
it.
that's going to get a
I
lot of smart ass responses from anybody listening. Um,
oh
and
that's
that
yeah.
was going to be, and I definitely did not want tonight to be the subject is chase games or Nibb.
Mm,
Okay, we're not talking about the person so much. But I think that some of what you've said, I think, is germane to that debate because you just said you liked the game,
of course I
whereas
do.
before you have said you don't like the strategy, you don't like to manual, you don't like you called it trial and error,
I do think there's a
and
difference between trial and error and strategy. The fights
mm,
where you're just trying not to get, you know, uh, like just destroyed the first round. I don't like those fights. But then that was Prustless here, and I guess if you I don't know, you just need to learn the first turn on that fight. I guess. But
okay, so I'm with you
ugh.
as far as so have you tried Prism Peacock, the 25,000 X fight?
Oh, God, I've seen the no, I haven't tried. That's another thing. Well, that one I'm fine with that one because I have no interest. I'm confident that I could now. It's actually why I put an orb in my hybrid, so I'd put that an orb on him and sweet breath, so I can sleep those bottom units first. But I entered that
Oh,
stage one time, and they
yeah.
started knocking me all around the map, and I just noped out. Like nope, nope, not for
Anyway,
300 gems.
so the whole point here is that the turn one is a reset fest,
I
and
hate
even for me,
that.
I
Ugh.
cleared it. Jax, I think there was actually one guy in the East Asian community that cleared it first. I think his name is Ping or something,
Mhm.
and then Jax cleared it second, and then I cleared it third, like a day after Jax. I cleared everything a day after Jax when he was still around. Anyway, um, so yeah,
Rest
the
in peace,
turn one is a
Jax.
reset fest because you have to make sure that the turn order is very specific with those statues. If it's one or the other because they have the same agility, then they just fuck you up.
Mm.
So I mean that took me a long time to beat. As far as trial and error goes, I'm with you on that. The thing, something that you have absolutely no control over. Also, the Dragon Battle Road 8 was the same way. You need the two dragon slimes to have the right
Oh
turn order in order for you
yeah, I
to
want
beat
that strat
using
too.
that one
Yeah.
strategy. Um, you know, there's probably another strategy that didn't need that to happen, but I couldn't figure that out. I just used that strategy. So,
Yeah, exactly.
but as far as I don't. Do you mean like? Here's a different situation.
Like it's so well, like when something is so hard that like we'll say 80 to 90% of the player base can't even fathom doing it without a guide. I don't think that's fun. But I don't know. Maybe I'm
Yeah,
just used
we don't
to.
agree on that. I think
Yeah.
I don't think that players. So let me back up. So
Yeah.
the situation that I would not describe as trial and error, as I would describe as just me just grinding through the challenge, is believe it or not, I struggled with um, Barbate. I don't remember the guy's name. The purple uh,
The
night clubber in the
oh
very hard version of him
oh that's
in the
Prustless. Yeah.
mountain. Oh God, not that guy. No, the
Oh okay. The
who's the
one with
guy that?
the sleeping ads. The
Yes, the one
yeah
who
the
smashes
Mucifer
you
the
turn
Mucifer
one.
reclone. Yeah, that's Barbados.
The moose. That's the one. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had trouble with him. It took me a good couple of hours to beat that one.
I'm glad to.
Um,
Yeah, that makes sense because I've done two of the very hards and I'm like Barbados is probably going to be the tough one
yeah,
because
I had to get the exact right turn order. So I like went in and I died, and I had to move some equipment around, change out some units, and then once I got it, then I got the perfect bottleneck tank situation that, all I had to do was figure out the turn order, right?
mm.
And so that it actually was pretty fun to me. I
Do you
it
have
was
a
good frustration. It was like I'm determined to beat this.
do you have a hot tip
Um,
to any advice for that? Not an exact team maybe, but you said you went for a bottleneck and a tank. Were you going with cover on that or?
so I used Great Troll as my tank.
Okay.
And I
At
think
S4?
actually Umaro actually deserves. Again, I'm building up Umaro here, but he actually is the one who gave me the tip on how to beat that level. He
Okay.
used Nightclubber, who is I think got a way better defense than Great Troll. The Great Troll has a ton of HP. So
Okay,
I
yeah.
used uh, Great Troll, Unicorn, Hades Condor because you need a lot of healing.
Okay.
And then I used White King and Bone Baron to do the damage. I
Hmm.
just needed to get the turn order set up so that the right units take the right damage as they're all funneling down into that bottleneck. And this Great Troll is making a beeline down, and then he sits one square below those walls, so that you can only have to fight one guy.
No,
Um,
did you use your Great Troll at S4 or did you put an orb in him?
he's at S5.
An S5,
He's
okay.
one of my earliest orbs, actually, because I had him max awakened like on week 3, just from the bad luck of pulling him a lot.
So before last
So,
week, was that a regret? Or, oh, okay, you fully awakened him. Okay. Yeah.
not a regret, not at all. He got me through that level, and thank you, Great Troll. Not even a little regret.
Yeah, okay, good to know.
So,
Because that's,
um,
because that's like why I made like my hard mode guides, which if you watched any of them, they're not. In fact, I mean, the last two, I literally just stumbled through. I'm like, look, these are units that will get you through, and I'm going to play this stage like a 5-year-old. Not intentionally. That's just how it worked out. But right now, we're in a situation where the guides are either ultra budget, which again, Fulano is a genius, but they're like over the top, almost ultra budget with like level 8 to 10 abilities, and then you got like Kage, like here's how I beat it with my 5-star, my 5-heart, Baramos and Zoma, etc. It's like, oh, thanks, bro, that helps. I'll just go do that now.
I guarantee you, Kage still failed to beat those levels a bunch of times, just like I did,
Mhm.
and still had to think it out.
Yeah.
Um, that's not an indictment or a statement on Kage. That's just the way this game is.
Oh, we can trash Kage as much
So,
as he'd like. I'd like to see him just start spamming chat with, "Oh God, stop
who's
it!"
who's the bigger troll, you or him?
I prevented myself from being for a while. At my most natural, especially anonymous, yeah, I can be like Kage.
Okay. Anyway, so I know what you're getting at. Do you regret using that Orban Great Troll? And no, I don't. So
Obviously
the,
not now.
the,
Yeah.
the big so 49 minutes in, here's the orb calculation. Okay, the kind of the coup de grace that might be considered your coup de grace or mine.
Hmm.
So I calculated out that there's 11 free orbs available in the game thus far if you've been playing since day one.
And you can get
That's
the very hard one. I don't know.
that counts. That counts the very hard one. So if you want to be super generous about it, you can say 10.
Yeah, that's I
But
don't know.
let's just say,
I'm not. I mean, I've spent $800 on this game. I'm I'm relatively good. I'm high rank, and that I'm not confident that I'll be able to get this orb. I don't know. I'm not confident I'll have the patience to get it either.
you have a month, and you have
Yeah.
willing, you have double question mark, you have me, you have Alti, Kage. There's plenty of people who have done it who I'm sure would be happy to advise you.
Hmm.
And you have, when did this event start? Like 5 or 6 days ago. You have what?
Yeah.
3 weeks.
I think we're three.
Um,
Yeah, we're 3 days away from part 2. By the way, I think that's just I think that's a battle road and another login bonus. At least that's all that they
Yeah,
have
you're
on the
still gonna
event
have
guide.
the mountain the whole time. And here's the thing: I didn't get those medals until after I cleared the whole shebang.
Yeah.
It was very difficult to get. I think I got like 1 or 2 on the way,
Hmm.
and then I ended up getting 2, killing Very Hard Sorrow himself, because
Oh,
that's actually the easiest one. Frankly,
oh,
because you know,
yeah, I could see that. I wish. Now I'm only talking about hard mode. I'm just a, I'm
oh,
just a
hard
fat
mode.
dolphin. But
Oh,
I was shocked. I went through
yeah,
hard mode sorrow, and I'm like, oh, I just got all 3 medals. Like, or I got all
yeah,
3 decorations
way
without
easier. And then you
trying.
can go back and
There's,
get all 3 from the other ones. That's not gonna be hard for you.
I
The,
hope
the
not. Yeah.
very hard ones were some of them were really hard, like undead only, um,
Yeah.
and then one of them was no KOs. Those are pretty tricky,
No.
but I
Sorry.
could not get them until I beat Sorrow, and then you went back and you can use whatever units you want.
Yeah, you can
So
just bulldoze it. Yeah.
people need to know that they can do that. And then yeah, when you can come back with like Zoma DLTF, a killing machine, in every level, yeah, it's so much easier.
By the
But
way, the undead mission. Now, I was talking with Drew in the chat about it. Um, is that do you remember? I mean, you've done that one, right? The
yeah,
undead mission.
I have all 30 decos.
Oh, okay. Was that like I was thinking just now based on doing the hard mode? Do you put up a couple of resistant tanks at the front and try to blast them away with
I'm gonna be honest with you. I have shuffled it into the back of my memory. I
Okay,
know the party I
I
used.
know that's
Um,
specific. Sorry.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
No. I remember the party. It was White King, Hell Gladiator,
Hell. Okay.
Bone Baron, Armful, Stroll Drone. I think. Sorry. I'd have to look at my like
Oh yeah,
arms
Droll
and builds
Drone would
and stuff.
definitely be
But
one. Yeah. Yeah. If you're doing undead, you'd have to
so
bring him. Yeah. That's
um,
I don't know why he's like a demon to me. I always forget that he's undead. You know what I mean?
yes, and his name is Gary officially. So
Okay, I have to start remembering. I had to rename a couple of my units for Patreons, so don't forget to sign up for Patreon, guys. Um,
anyway.
yeah.
Okay,
Anyway,
so back to the orbs. So there's 11 orbs. Assuming you can get the 20 deco orb from this, there's 11, right? If
yeah.
you've gotten all of the event medals, if you've got all the mini medals and the login bonuses, then you can have 11
Mm.
accumulated so far. Now, my account has 20 accumulated between what I've spent and what I still have in my inventory.
Wait,
I've
you
spent
have 20
15 orbs.
orbs?
Uh, I have 5, but I've spent 15. So the accumulation on my account is 20.
Wait, I thought it
Um,
was 11, and then haven't there only been 5 for sale?
There's
Oh,
been 7
sorry,
for
the
sale.
mini
There's
Mindini.
currently 2 packs in the shop that
Yeah,
each have an orb in it.
sorry, I forgot.
Those are all
You
paid.
got a couple from Mindini. You must have gotten 4 then from him. Yeah, the
No.
Mindini coins. Yeah.
I got. Uh, no, I haven't even. That's like $10,000 level. No, I've only turned in 2 rainbow metal for orbs, and I still only have like 8 rainbow. So
Well, then you must
um,
be at 18 total orbs then. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to. We've gotten 11 free to
no, I'm
play
at
and
20.
5 for sale.
If
And
you look at my, you can spy on my account. You can count that there's 15 spent, and then I can look at my account and see that there's 5 in the inventory.
oh, okay, but I mean, we've
So
only had 5 for sale, right?
7 for sale.
So did I miss? Did they have extra event packs or something?
There's 2 event packs in there right now, and then there's 5 monthly packs because they started like
Oh,
in
okay.
January 27th or something, and there I bought that first one right away, and then there was another one for sale right on February
Oh, okay.
1st,
Sorry, I just
and
lost
so
track of
I
the
bought all
monthly
5
ones.
months, and then I bought the 2 from this event, and then I turned in 2 sets of 30 rainbow medals. So that means that I have the 11 that you get for free, and then I
Hmm.
have 20. So I have 5 in my inventory.
Oh, okay. Yeah, 2 of
Um,
the packs got away from me. Sorry.
Yep, and I was having trouble remembering exactly, but the
I
Discord
know.
was kind enough to politely remind me. So, um,
Oh, hey.
and so
Oh, I was. Yeah, never mind. Go ahead.
so I've spent 15, and that is what 6? I think it's 6
Six and
S6s
yeah, seven and
and
a half. Then yeah.
6 S6 and then 3 S5s still
Hmm.
that I haven't. I think I have Archdemon, Great Troll, and then one other S5, and then I have Zoma, DLTF, White King, Killing Machine, Dragwar, and Royal Reptile at S6.
Hmm.
So that's what that is. Um,
Now,
okay,
can
so
can I
here's the
ask
deal. You
what
don't.
you think about S5 versus S6 right now with more limited orbs?
Um,
Do you think there's strategy in spreading rather than going for double orbs?
it really there's a lot of nuance there because there
Yeah,
are
it
some
depends on the
S's
unit too.
that
Yeah.
it depends on the unit. There are some S's that benefit a lot more
Hmm.
from those increased stats. I would say that A rank spellcasters are units that probably have the highest ratio of benefit from stats because they can become more tanky, maybe actually survive a hit, and then they don't have a cap on their A rank spells.
Yeah.
So Zoma, Baramos, Archdemon, and White King. I think if I were to just go off the top of my head, I would say get the most out of S6. And then
Okay.
just slightly behind that is, and I say behind them because the physical units like Killing Machine, Dragwar, Royal Reptile, um, they aren't a one shot automatically because they're a lot more resilient than those casters.
Hmm.
And so, yes, while they do benefit a lot from getting more attack and more agility, they're not doomed in the arena without being a level 110. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. See,
that
I kind of
Zoma
had
was the
the.
first S6. Once we got those mystery orbs, I got Zoma up, boom,
Oh,
right away. You know,
I underestimated Zoma
super
so
important.
much because I wasn't thinking about
Yeah,
arena and in PVE. If you weren't dealing elemental damage, anything without a big elemental hit, I was like worthless. You need to be hitting brilliant all
right.
the time. And then arena came out. I'm like, oh, non-elemental damage is good too. Like sometimes really really good.
Yeah, sometimes yeah, that's the reason why Zoma is good in literally everything.
Yeah.
So except for like maybe a Royal Reptile X, you know, if that
Yeah.
exists. So anyway, so
By the way, we got to
yeah,
touch
yeah.
on the wisdom cap later too, if you feel like it later.
Well, I'm not like completely open for the night. I got maybe like 15 minutes here, so
Oh, okay.
maybe 30 minutes, maybe 30 minutes.
Oh, don't let me keep
Um,
you. Yeah.
so yeah, so you don't have to, and I think I can sense from you that when you say you quote need to orb a unit, that there's a little bit of exaggeration and hyperbole there, unless I'm wrong in that assumption.
I mean, it depends. I mean, for well, first of all, I mean, you can make fun of it if you want. It's not fun to not get to orb your things. And second, I mean,
Okay,
you're
so it's
not you're
it's
not going to
more
bring an
about you
S4
just
into
want.
arena, are you?
I wouldn't because I don't have to.
Yeah,
So
exactly. But I mean,
you know what I mean?
if you only had, if you had like six different S rank, and in reality, you're only bringing. Well, I mean, you're different. You got a different box, but I mean, I'm bringing Boreal and Hellion to almost every single match.
As you
So
should.
I've got three S rank spots, and yeah, I can't. I need to have three in my best S ranks. I can't afford. I can't put an S4 in there, even with me being a scrub buying no orbs. Yeah, I'm sticking with
Right.
I'm sticking with fives and sixes. So
So we're never going to agree on this because I find a lot of value in the scarcity of the orbs, and here's why. Because I've played games where there is no bottleneck, there is no control on the amount of units that you can max out.
mm,
And so, therefore, what you get for there being scarcity in orbs is you get variety in builds, right? That gets less and less of a thing over time as people accumulate more orbs.
mm,
But War of the Visions, let's look at that. Every single person has a maxed blah blah blah, and high level PvP is the same shit every single time. And it comes down to RNG, who got the crit, who got the status effect off. That is so much less fun than, hey, so and so has a maxed S6, and then they're going to bring that guy, but they don't have the other one that's 6. And so they're going to embrace a strategy around having those specific units. So I think it serves the player base because you get that sort of fun and diversity.
mm,
And, you know, DQT, and you are really selling DQT short in this one aspect.
mm.
We've already shit on the game for what it deserves to be shit on. But if I'm going to do like a top 10 reasons why this game is fun, the number one reason is because there's a billion different ways to do a billion different things. You can. I mean, people have proved that already. They've made videos, Platt and Jax especially, and I haven't seen Insane Evil's videos, but apparently you said he has too. You can do it using these guys. You can do it with these guys.
Mm.
So, you know, that's where you paint yourself into a corner with the thinking that you quote need to orb something. Um, to me, it's you get to orb something because boy, do I love Dragon Lord True Form. So I'm gonna put gold plating on this guy. I'm gonna give him an orb. Does he need it? Fuck no. He right now, if you have maybe one awakening on Dragon Lord True Form,
Mm.
can dominate arena even if he's level 100, and you
See,
can take that to the bank.
mine's zero awakening. I put one orb in him, but for me, he's just fire breath only. So you get that much stronger with an awakening with his dragon spin.
It's a little bit stronger, and so there's another thing is Martial and Breath is based on level, which is based on orbs,
Yeah.
and so you can, but the difference. So here is an undisputable fact, and I think I'm a pretty good authority on this because I have so many Max Awakened units. The difference between level 100 and level 110 is massively less than the difference between a 0 awaken and a 5 awaken.
I can see it.
Not
Oh
even
yeah, for
close.
sure.
Not even close.
Yeah.
Um, that said, you could come back at me and say, well, both are locked behind whaling, which is true. But which one is way, way less locked behind whaling? It's the orbs.
I
You're
look
way more likely to have orbs than you are to have a 5 awakened Dragon Lord,
now. I
right?
get what you're saying with the scarcity, but can I say something? Kind of maybe a meta point of view. Um,
Sure.
I'm trying to think of the right way to. I'm going in and out. Um, I don't think that's how the majority of players feel. Like I think people want to collect them all and use them. Um, I like especially like you mentioned
They
Hell
can use
Gladiator.
them.
Mine's
They
not
don't need
strong enough to
you.
take a
You
hit at S4. I feel I had a
you
better
then
point. And I
if
can't.
he's not strong enough to take a hit at S4, use a different S4.
Well, like
There's so
the
many
undead
you can
achievement,
use.
the undead thing. You said that you used him as a tank there. My Hell Gladiator's weak as
Yeah.
heck. He's like one or no, actually mine's 0 awakening. So, um,
Well, he
that's
doesn't do damage. He's there to, if he has the right resists, he's there to soak damage because he has a ton of HP. He's one of the highest HP in the game, and
mhm.
also he's there to be a leader to poison stuff.
Oh yeah,
He
exactly.
doesn't
But
do.
he's I just feel like he's so weak at S4 though. No, I mean like defensively. He has a very low defense and I don't remember his HP being that remarkable. Um,
So you could, you know, there's ways around it. Maybe in that specific scenario, if you're trying to get the very hard deco in this specific event, maybe you should resign yourself that you're not going to get it. And
oh
I
yeah.
know you hate that. You're going to hate that, right? I
Oh,
I am going to say
for something this
if I
small
have
and
that
very
account,
hard, I understand that. Yeah, but
right. But that's just one deco. And all you need to get the orb is 20. And the 15 from hard, I think everyone can get that. And then you can, if you have maxed out Wordle as a tank, and then you have one healer to heal him, and then you have one unit that can do damage to Sorrow, you can probably get all 3 medals from very hard Sorrow after clearing him. That's the easiest. That's actually the easiest one, because remember, everyone was saying you got to max Wordle, you got to max Wordle, and so there's like no excuse if you're on the Discord not to have maxed Wordle.
oh, I feel like I
Um,
was the head cheerleader on Max Wordle. Everybody was like,
right.
"Oh, this armful isn't so bad," and then, "Oh, I wonder if Putrid Breath will be good." And I'm like, "You guys need to drop that crap right now. There's a new cover tank
Right.
that's amazing.
Yeah,
Get
he
him."
makes that fight almost trivial. He unless he gets really unlucky, gets stunned. But even then, you still get a few good turns where either Hellion or Killing Machine can just beat the shit out of Sorrow.
Mhm.
You know.
Oh yeah.
So and tons of people have Killing Machine,
Mhm.
and at 0 Awaken, he can do the job on that level.
I like
So
to think about. Well, I don't think I'm the smartest guy here, but I like to think that I've got some thoughts for this. And for some reason, the first month, like the importance of banner units did not occur to me at all. That's the one, other than Dread Dragon, which I could not care less about. Yeah, I wasn't smart enough to get Killing Machine. I'm like, oh, I got like Emperor Slime and White King. Like, awesome. I'll just keep this. Not realizing that I needed to do. If I could do it all over again, I would just wait until I got double Dragon Lord and double White King, or sorry, double uh, Killing Machine, because that's really all that matters on that banner. I re-rolled for Dragon Lord. I absolutely had to have him, and I instantly recognized that the rates in this game were too low to gamble on. If
uh,
you like that early on, feeling that I needed that unit, I'm like I'm re-rolling. I'll waste my first week. I even spent like $40 on that account.
right. Anyway, so back to the 11 orbs that you can get as free to play or a low spender.
Mhm.
You only need 2 orbs to get an S to rank 6, and I just told you how many S's I use in Arena. Actually, this week I have only used Zoma, Royal Reptile, and Dragwar. That's 6 orbs.
Mm.
6, and there's 11 available. And you could come back at me with say, well, that's because you do the research and you've figured out blah 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 blah.
So
And that's when maybe you would say that, I don't know, but that's when I would say, tough shit.
I,
I deserve to win because I did all the research and planned ahead, right?
I'll
Don't
agree
you
with
think
that to a
that?
point, but here's my counterpoint. Why don't we just turn the summon rates, the scout rates down to 1%? Because I'm not gonna get to use though. I don't know.
You
PVE
are
you
going to
can
get
use
to use
S4s,
them.
sure, but you can't use
That's the
S4s in
biggest
arena.
thing.
I feel
Yeah.
like I don't like knowing that the majority of my S ranks are sitting there unused in arena.
You know, let's think about some S4s that I would use right now.
Like
I would
we
use
both said,
Queen
Sly and
Slime.
Heart. Sly and Heart with one awakening is great to bring to arena sometimes, but I'll never be able to awaken my or rank up my
So he's a
Sly and
limited
Heart.
unit. Let's even look at the standard banner S's.
Mm.
Actually, no. Well, I mentioned Queen Slime. She's not a standard banner. Queen Slime is one I would bring to as level 90 because you can make it so that she doesn't get targeted,
Mm.
and her pull is just as great, just a little bit less damage, but it's just as good as a level 110. It does its job, and it's quite
She's
a good
relatively
skill.
tanky too, isn't she?
She's pretty tanky
Mm.
as a base model. She's got like 900 HP and then pretty good resists. Actually, I think she's weak to frizz or something, which is not great. But
Mm.
so I would use her. I would use in the scenario that you are going to use King She Slime. He isn't he whatever he is.
Yeah.
You don't need to have him orbed at all. As long as you can keep him out of danger, you just use
Oh,
him for his shove.
do you actually think that
Um,
Is this just an example? Because I mean, King She Slime is literally the worst unit to bring to arena, isn't it? I don't want to push things away.
No, you don't want to bring him, but
Yeah.
we're also
Okay.
I mean we're also talking about PvEX content.
Mm.
I am not going to orb that guy, but I sure as hell am going to bring him to PvEX content because shoving away ads it doesn't work on bosses.
Yeah.
Shoving away ads is awesome,
Oh,
and you
such
can
a
do it
jerk move
forever and
that
ever
in
and ever.
Pyramid EX they gave those Hell Gladiators 2 move. I'm like,
I
if
didn't
those.
kill those guys. I used King Sheaf Slime to just push him away.
Oh no, it's
You
just
know,
if that's just like the easiest example of if those things were only 2 movement, King She Slime could have kept them CC'd indefinite. Well, as long as he had MP.
I did that. I kept them pushed away forever. They got one hit on the actual King She Slime. I can't fucking say that. King She Slime.
Just call it.
They got one hit. He survived it, and I think I have like three. I don't know. I probably have a lot of awakenings on him,
Mm.
but I don't have him orbed, and I don't even think I put tanking gear on him. I put agility gear on him because he needed it.
All right, so
So
all right, since I know you're. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Since I know that you're on limited time, I will pull out what I think is my big. You can call it anecdotal if you want, but why I think that I'm right about orbs and whatnot. Where'd all the players go? That's my anecdotal evidence that people agree with me on the
see,
orb
this
thing.
is the exact same thing the exact same trap that you're falling as the Seraphy thing. Surely they're going to release content that we can't clear. It's the exact same. It's a faulty assumption, and that assumption is that it is orbs that made players go away. And man,
It could just be part
there's
of
no
it,
way
but
that's it.
I'll, well, okay.
So here's the thing.
Agree or not, I think this retweet campaign is way worse than I thought it would be. The fact that
It's
after
pathetic.
2 days we're
with that.
halfway.
But where'd the players go? Is it because of orbs? Well, okay, who's using orbs? People that are already invested. If you got a bunch of level 90 units for all the free orbs that you get, if you're free to play, you're not going to have a lot of potential orb recipients in the first place. So I would argue you're talking to the wrong audience. If you have left because of orbs, you don't exist because you're either in the game and you're able to get more orbs, either to pay for more or either to get them all,
Why
and
do you
then
think people left
research
then?
and use them wisely, or you didn't like the game in the first place. You didn't play enough to get invested enough to even get a level 90 S unit.
Okay,
You know?
you're talking. Okay, this used to be a thing in World of Warcraft all the time. People wanted content designed towards the top 1%, heroic raiders. If you're familiar with World of Warcraft, all, and Blizzard had to tell them constantly that we
I'm
cannot
not.
design a
What's
game
that?
around the 1%.
Okay.
And I feel like that's what
I'm
you're
not familiar with
arguing
that,
for.
but I can kind of infer. Heroic, is that like super super high end difficulty PvE?
That's the guys that treat World of Warcraft as their job. Like they're actually all Europeans because Europeans give like 4 months vacation, or like 3 months literally, like around the year, and they're the best heroic raiders because when a new patch comes out, they've got to take 2 weeks off work.
Got it.
Like they're literally
Okay,
full.
so
When I was
it's 1%
unemployed, I
catered.
wasn't enough of a low life to play heroic while
Right.
raiding.
So it's catered to the 1%. I don't think you should cater to the 1%. And you've made the mistake of caricaturizing me. as an avatar of the whales or of the 1%, or as some kind of white knight for the game itself. And to that I say, what the hell do I have
No, no,
to
I'm saying that what
gain?
you enjoy for this game is turning off a lot of the player base, and we're disagreeing on what part of the player base agrees with who. I mean, I see some. I can't. Sorry, the chat's too much to keep up with. I'm giving you my full attention. I'm seeing
That's why I'm not looking at
disagreements.
it.
Um, I I mean, why did people leave? I mean, it's a fun
First of
game.
all,
If you started playing it, you like Dragon Quest, so it's. I don't think there was a large percentage of players that were like, "What's this game?" and wandered in and like, "Oh, I don't care about any of these things." We're all Dragon
yeah,
Quest fans.
if you're it, yeah, you probably were a fan of Dragon Quest, and so you're assuming that they left because of the collection thing,
I mean,
and
there's that. I
you're
mean,
not
there's the
assuming
stam and
it,
stuff too, but the game has other problems. The pricing model is probably the biggest thing, but
right? Yeah, you're getting you're just made my point. I think other things are way more important to why did people leave. Also, did people leave? Yes, but that happens in every new gacha. You always have um, this burst in the beginning. You know.
and this is also
Um,
we're as a community we also talk about we defend the game from the point of view of day one players. I mean, if you come in right now, you have access
sure.
to what like 6 to 8 orbs max right now. I mean, mm, well,
Yeah,
okay,
one
well
hundred percent. They need
you're
to.
missing 3 right now. Okay, so you'd have a 8 if you could. If you join this month, you're not getting the 11th orb right now. So you've got
Right.
8 orbs. I think you got enough for 4 S units. I mean,
So you're gonna like that. You're gonna like this, Chase.
mm,
I have never seen or heard of a gotcha that does enough for new players. You know, because you lost all that time. And me, I'm Mr. Whale, right? I don't give a shit if you catch up. You
mm,
know, I lost first place at arena. It's a stings a little, but I'm a gracious loser, right? Um, I don't need to shit all over everybody just because I spent some money. It's nice, but like if that means the difference between a game and no game because there's no players, yeah, I want you to catch up, you know, and I want new players to have ever increasing incentives to start playing the game, you know? Like there should be like 100,000 gold that just gets boom right into your account right now if you're brand new, I
mm,
think, you know? And maybe yeah, maybe like 5 free orbs. You know,
mm.
maybe not that many, but
I think if
big
they just put
incentives.
orbs on stamp cards, that'd be
Then I would have like
put it
a
up as the
hundred.
ninth. Well, with the amount that you spend on the game, that's why not? I mean, that's the thing, and that's another
because
thing. It's just
because
sorry. I think I was trying
if
to
you
say this
have too
before.
much of
Is
a
the system right
resource,
now rewards free to play and pisses off myself? It pisses off dolphins. Like, oh great, I spent extra money. I spent hundreds to get one of everything, and you're telling me I can use like 15%. Like,
so why shouldn't I have 100 orbs? Because then orbs would lose all meaning.
okay,
So
I don't think
so
that that's fun. I
you
don't. We're going off the assumption that orbs need to have value, and I don't.
they do need to have value because that's
Oh,
that's the that's the core loop. So I used to work in free to play games design for a short time. I
oh,
live in
so you're
Washington
the
State. There's a lot
devil.
of companies that do that. It's called a core loop, and you know, so yeah, I do have a little bit of pedigree. I didn't want to whip that out right away, but so it's you have a very specific flow. And that when you're doing a game design like that, you have it written into a dependency chart. The player does this and this and this and this, and then their attention is on this minute marker. There's all sorts of focus testing and public focus testing that goes into these core loops. And I guarantee you, maybe not that intense of a development cycle went into the making of this particular game, but core loops always take into account those resources. And you know, so in a sense, yes, the devs know better than the players. They really do. Sometimes they make boneheaded decisions, but in this scenario, orbs serve a very important function, and that is one to slow players down because that lengthens the time that they play the game, and that's what the company wants.
Mm.
And two, it's something that you can strive for. Like this, the 20 deco orb from this event, I think is just the best. It's the best idea, and because it's not free, but you can still get it. You know, and you know how much you have to pay to get it zilch. You can still get it, right? There should probably
I'm,
be a lot more of those. I would be
it's
totally fine if there were like 10 more of those thus far in the game that were ones that you had to earn through a difficult challenge. I'd be totally fine with that.
I mean, we're down to
And
just opinion right now, but I mean, do you actually think like
not really. I just gave you a whole bunch of professional experience,
no? Because
you know. And
I mean, I played Dokkan for 5 years and they never had anything like it, and it was always fun. I mean, that game makes literally 100 times more than this one. Um, like
isn't it DBZ?
Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle, yeah.
Okay. I'm not I don't know.
It's
I'm
it's
not that.
going on 6 years in July, and it like, oh my god, it makes more than this game has lifetime every month, well, globally at least. I mean, it's
Yeah.
constantly top
So
grossing
does
in app
Raid.
stores and
Raid
whatnot.
sucks a dick.
Yeah, I'm just
You know,
well,
and they've both been
and I'm
around
just trying to
for
like.
a long.
Here's the thing: you can go on about fun gameplay in this and theoretically what's best. It is a fact that nobody the this retweet campaign is terrible. I was congratulating them the first day, like this is such a good idea, free advertising, getting players to retweet for you, etc. And then 2 days later, it's like this is only halfway to a paltry 1,000 retweets. This is embarrassing. This is damning.
It's sad. It's sad.
It is
I
sad.
hate that.
So that makes me think that I'm right. I mean,
Well,
if you want to develop the
you say
perfect
that.
game for hardcore fans and whatnot, yeah, that's I get it. But
If
gotchas
all you're
have to
saying
be
is that
kind of
the
idiot mode sometimes.
if all you're saying is that the retweet campaign and the customer engagement sucks, yeah, you're right. There's no disputing that.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to,
If
if
you
you
were,
want to
it's
argue my,
because of orbs. That's like a giant question mark. You know, I would say that there's no way I can't. So I can sit here and try and dab on you about that, but even listening back, there's no way for me to take it to court and say, for sure, Chase is wrong about it being orbs being that's the fault.
mm,
So I'm just giving you my opinions, of course.
yeah,
But I think if you were to make the case, so that's me trying to disprove the orb thing. But I think it's way harder to prove the orb thing. If you were to say for sure this is the reason why players aren't playing
I think
because
it's
of
one of many.
orbs,
Yeah,
that's such a stretch. It's such a stretch.
but like I said, the
It's
best example I can think of is you're making you want content for the heroic raiders. You want content for
no, I
the
don't. I
elite.
don't. I will stop you. I that is a hard no. You know,
to
there
to
is
satisfy them, because I think that the players that enjoy not being able to use the vast majority of their roster, I think that's the minority. We have the vocal minority in here.
well in the Discord,
Because
yeah.
somebody told like I was disagreeing with Lolly, and I love Lolly, and I've been opinionated lately, and it's made me borderline hostile with him, maybe all the way hostile. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, you said like 90% of players agree with me, and I'm like, no, like the vocal people in the main Discord agree with you. That's
But
not the
you can't
majority.
prove at all that the people outside of the Discord and Reddit agree with you. You can't. You
Oh no,
just
neither
like
of
you
us
said.
can. Yeah,
So you know,
but I mean, it just I don't, like I said, you can call it anecdotal if you want, but I don't. Between the I think resource scarcity is the biggest turnoff in this game.
for you it is, yeah. And
Well, then
and
why
so
did
a couple
everybody
of
leave?
things. Everybody didn't leave, and not for that
Oh.
reason. That is the reason that maybe a handful of people left. Again, there is no way for you or I sitting right here to prove or disprove that.
I can
But
actually. I can go to the arena and look at how many people. I can tell how many points it takes to get to each rank, and there's nothing
you
for
can,
ten
you,
thousand one to
but
30,000.
that's all that quote unquote proves is the amount of people playing. It has nothing to do with orbs or not. So let me just let's settle down here. Let me give you some reassurance. So I talked to Delzor a lot. He gives me some prophecies about the future, and he has said. So we're about at the point where the amount of orbs that are available without paid gems increases significantly. And he says that even mid-range people in Japan now aren't even worried about orbs. And I said this on Law and Platt's podcast as well.
Mm.
That Platt, I actually disagree with Platt on most things. I think he's a hell of a dude, but he was actually very worried that the thing is going to continue in its level of scarcity, or it's going to trend in the wrong direction.
Well, I mean, the
And
fact that
I just kind of
yeah, I mean, you can say making players worry that they're never going to have enough orbs to orb up their units is a bad thing. That was a mistake because that's exactly when the update hit, and I'm like, we're still in exactly the same spot. I have no way to know other than combing through the like the impossible to translate wiki site. I have no way to know if I'll ever be able to get these units. It turned me out. Literally the first like 4 or 5 days after the update, honestly, I just calmed down like a day or two ago.
you have
I'm
no
like,
way
I
of
don't
knowing
even know if
anything.
I can have fun in this game.
You and I have no way of knowing anything.
Exactly.
The developers hold all the cards, and they can change anything. They can change anything they want at a moment's notice. And for you to
Mm,
place so much weight in what might happen or might not happen, to determine your level of fun, it just sounds to me like a really flimsy cop out. And frankly, based on what Delzor has said, which is, maybe not 100% accurate, but it's the best information that I have. He has said that resource scarcity becomes progressively less of an issue. That, yeah, earlier on,
huh.
it was typically only ways that didn't have scarcity issues.
I mean,
By the way,
that
we
is
have no
assuring,
food
but
right
I'll
now
tell you, I
as
mean, you
as a
also think
result.
that we already have enough orbs right now. So I mean, some of it's opinion, but I hope that turns out to be true. But I mean,
Well,
do you?
What Delzer said is not opinion, though. He said that there's definitely, starting in DQ5, that there's 3 or 4 event-based or challenge-based orbs that can be acquired, in addition to the 1, 2, or 3 paid orbs that are available. So,
I hate the idea of
so
paying for orbs. I don't like that, but maybe that's just
you
I
want to
play.
pay for orbs.
I played the most non-predatory gacha apparently. Like I want to. I don't. I've said this a couple plays. I want to go back to the old subreddit for Dokkan and tell them, oh my god, you guys played the most free-to-play friendly,
So there's
kindest, nicest gacha there is. And I like when you tell me that this game shouldn't be like it. I'm like, well, I mean, they're making money hand over fist, so I mean,
But
obviously
if
they're
they
not
can't just
designing. I mean, again, like it is a fact that the player base on this game is small. Like that's why I'm trying to point it out. Like,
It is bad, and we can stop saying that because we already agree that the player base level, the level of engagement, the size of the player base sucks.
I
What
feel like it's a
what
choice
I
though. I feel like Square's making a choice not to fix it.
So you don't think they want to make more money?
I think that they're not going to make a single change to this game that didn't happen in Japan. I think that they are
Probably.
not going to care. I
They're the
honestly,
reason they're not going to
Summerfest will
make.
be deciding. I think Summerfest needs to be a new event. I think it's got to be
They
a global first or a shared exclusive. Uh,
Listen. A lot of people say that they don't care, which is absolute nonsense. They care. They made a game and they made specifically a global server, knowing how relatively unpopular Dragon Quest is outside of Japan.
let's say nobody
So they
makes a
care.
gotcha out of kindness for the most part.
That's true, and so they are trying to make money, and it is horribly premature and short-sighted to say that because they're not going to take the suggestions that we think, as
I
we're
understand
just
that game
we're
devs
just
can't listen
doofuses
to
playing the
everything.
game. We don't know the information that they know as far as their business model and how it works.
Hmm.
So this is all just armchair game design, right?
Hmm.
Um,
No, I'm sorry.
but
Can I? Do you think people say that we can't have any prices changes to prices because JP won't allow it? Do you take stock in that? Is that
no, I don't. I
true?
don't take any stock in that specific, scenario. I think that even in War of the Visions, there's been big differences in how they've monetized
Because I feel
global
it's
versus
fair to
Japan.
say that they are just fact like whoever's in charge of like their gem pricing, like the standard prices are normal, but the fact that they're not doing sales or anything or having an entry level pack other than like the launch had like the
Yeah, we've
nice
we've
pack you
talked
could get
about
for a
this. We
dollar,
we
like
agree that
it's like
this
factually bad design
right. It is
choice.
bad, but we've already gone over this.
Yeah.
We agree that it sucks. It
Well,
needs to be
it makes
bundles.
me
It needs to be
question the rest of their decisions too.
sure. But so you were saying they're not going to change it. Maybe, maybe not.
I have
But
low faith. Yeah, I don't think it's
the
impossible. I
reason
have
they
low
don't
faith.
change it is not because they don't care. They definitely do care. They won't change it because something in their business model, because it's not just game designers, it's producers, and they usually have the final say on every milestone that happens in software development. It's producers.
Mhm. Oh
And
no,
producers have
100%.
bosses, and they are called usually like a either a project manager or some kind of division manager, or and then they have bosses called finance people. So, um, you're not just getting game design, because I'm sure game designers would love to do this and this and this and this, but if it doesn't fit the consensus of the business model, it ain't gonna happen, right?
Mhm.
And if we are to say, yeah, there should be more orbs and more gold, well, Mr. So and so in Japan says, fuck no, I'm not gonna do that because it totally throws a monkey wrench in our core loop. And if we take that away, if we take away that drive to spend gems on stamina or buy this or that, we just cucked ourselves on
Well,
finance, right? So
I don't think there's much to lose.
I guess I don't know. It's not really a strong argument.
I mean,
Uh, they are making some money.
I mean, I don't. Well, you're inside. Okay, you said you were inside. I don't know how much you were into finance. How much does it take for the globalization of a Japanese game? Because maybe
I have
I'm
no
a
idea.
dummy. Like maybe it costs like I don't know 100,000 a month or something, and if they're
So
happy
I was a
making two.
product. I was a
Because
product
I think we're
manager.
going to be down to like $200,000 a month pretty soon. We're if Sensor Tower is correct, I understand it's probably off. There's more, but that was saying 400,000 for the third month of the game. Like this is a big
Mm-hmm.
IP. Maybe not globally, it's huge, but it's big enough. Like it's a fun game. I don't know why it's doing so poorly. Like the player, but
So I
you
have
know,
no idea. To answer your question, I have no idea why, or what. Sorry, I don't have any idea what localization costs. I was
okay,
a product manager, and I was in charge of casino games and stuff like that, and those were all
okay,
made here in
and
America.
I understand
So.
that. Yeah, sorry, I was just taking a chance, but I mean,
Mhm.
you're also you're an adult. You understand that it's not just putting. They don't just run the game through Google Translate. Like there are costs. You
Yeah.
know, we're not happy with their advertising, but they are doing some. I've run across it in like other Android games, and it's like it's really crappy advertisement, but there is some. Um, but I mean, whoever they pay to run their Twitter site, that's a joke. Um,
I don't know. I mean,
but
let's say that there's one person doing social media and there's one person being the community manager.
it's
So
got to
that's
be the
two
same
people,
person.
and then
That'd be
we have
crazy, but
localization. Say it costs $200,000 to pay the salaries. There's probably a very small staff working on global right now,
oh
because
yeah,
art and design is all probably Japanese employees.
yeah. But I mean,
Who
do you
don't
think they're
speak.
going to keep this game running globally when it makes them $100,000 a month profit?
Fuck if I know, dude.
Yeah,
I don't
exactly.
know.
That's what I'm saying. Like
That's still a million too. That's still a million two a year.
for
And if
Square,
all they have is a team of five or six, that's still a profit.
I don't for
You know?
for all I know, maybe it's just a tax write off for them, and they don't care if they lose money.
Yeah.
Maybe
I
I'm an
don't
idiot,
know.
but
You don't know.
yeah,
This is just all.
I definitely am an
Frankly,
idiot.
this
But
is.
maybe I was wrong. I don't know. I got a little doom and gloom. Yeah, everybody knows I'm doom and gloom. Honestly, the numbers scared me. That's what made me upset. The numbers scared me, and I think it's
You get easily
like
scared,
mostly
Chase. To be honest
Square's
with you, you
bad
get scared
decisions.
about orbs, and you get scared about the game performance, and you underestimate your impact. And I think you have gone ahead. And are you familiar with the investment term FUD?
Maybe I've heard it, but no, not really.
FUD, it's an acronym. It stands for fear, uncertainty, and doubt.
Hmm.
And I think nothing personal, man, but you have done a lot of fudding on this game.
I didn't
And
intend to.
okay,
Honestly, I did not plan to play devil's advocate so much.
sure. The thing with fudders in the investment world is, who's the best investor is the guy who guessed right. And so you can be the guy that said, "Oh, I knew it all along." but really in reality you were just the guy that got lucky, and what you said happened should happen, and then now people think you're the smart guy and you can have the last laugh.
Mm.
But the thing about that is, if you're fudding in an investment world and let's say you short the stock and you can make a bunch of money if the stock goes to shit, then you have something to gain from the fudding.
Hey, how?
In this scenario, what do you have to gain from fudding the game, honestly? Because if say it does go down at Thanksgiving or after 6 month, all you're going to have done is wasted your time and money in helping to, at best, not help the game. Because you do have a small reach, but as you can see, the entire Discord talks about it all the time. So why even spend your precious time fudding the game when you could just either quit?
I will say that a
I'm not
little
telling
bit
you,
went overboard.
I'm not using that nuclear bomb of, hey, quit the game. I don't care what you do.
Yeah.
But why, if it's so fundamentally not congruent with what you want in an RPG, which has resource scarcity and differences in power levels and stuff like that.
I think that's such a small part of the game that the reason I keep bringing it up is I think that if the game tanks, it was 100% choice by Square.
Well, I'm not saying you're going to tank the game. I'm saying that why do you do this to yourself?
Are you kidding? Look, my ego is so huge right now. Big Shark Gaming thinks I've ruined Dragon Quest localization for the world.
Okay. I watched both his videos, and
I told him I was going to get a restraining order if he didn't quit hitting on me.
Well, he's not hitting on you.
I think he's got a crush. But anyway, sorry, I don't like Big Shark.
You're just trolling.
Yeah.
You're just trolling.
I am just trolling. I don't like Big Shark.
His arguments were not well put together, I think. And am I some kind of master debater? I don't think so. Master debater. Funny. But I think that his arguments were not very well put together. Though on the merits themselves, I basically agreed. Except, no, I don't think that Chase Games is tanking DQT.
Oh, come on, man! Don't sell me short.
To say that you have no effect at all is untrue. I think that being a prolific content creator, there are going to be new people that see your video, and if you're on there, frankly, bitching about things that sometimes they're in every gacha and they're in every RPG, offline or online, and I guess this game sucks, right?
I'll put it this way:
if you turn away, let's say 10 people, that's I don't want you to turn away 10 people, right?
I'll put it this way:
every single person who plays this game counts because it is so scarce.
I don't regret the first video. The second one was me being triggered. I will admit that.
Okay.
But
all right. And then why do you make so much content?
Oh, because I love the game. That's the thing. I'm mad.
You love the game. You love the game. Everybody.
I have some problems. I don't love
Chase loves the game.
I didn't love the event. Well, I don't know.
What do you love about it?
So, I like Dragon Quest. I like the monsters. I like the tactical combat when it's not a trial and error reset session. By the way, if they just made a button that would allow you to start the map over with the same units but reposition them, that would make me so much less anxious. But no, I like the game. I want to be able to use my units.
Right.
You can still play this game and still be able to use your S units. I mean, why is it I mean, doesn't it seem a fundamental flaw that your A ranks quickly outpace your S ranks now?
No, I think that's awesome, actually, because
that's nice, and
A ranks take no orbs, and
yeah,
that's like I said, one of the best things about this game is that very, very differently from other gachas, you do not need the max rarity units to do what you want. We already have at least 2, arguably 4 or 5 amazing A units in this game.
So they're just there for their picture?
What's that?
They're just there to have a check mark? I just want to be able to use it.
Yeah, frankly, you've said that so many times when I've been here, and I guess I can keep saying that you can use it, but
I I
I
mean,
guess I'm
sorry.
not going to get
Now
anywhere.
I didn't like everybody looking at thing from the arena point of view before it came out, and now that arena's out, I I mean, you're not gonna tell me that you can bring an S4 to arena, right? I mean, not and do well. Not I mean, not without it being a huge risk. In reality, we'd never bring an S4 to a unit or to arena.
Well,
Like,
if you want the reason why I would bring an S4 to the arena, you can, are you going to put this on YouTube? Is it going to be like an actual
oh yeah, I mean,
something
well,
people can
I
watch?
don't. I might edit out the beginning and like post it as a video, but yeah, I'm gonna keep the live thing on here.
All right. Just listen because we already talked about it. I'm
Okay.
not trying to be a dick, but I already explained why you can bring an S4 and then some units that you could. Um,
I think we're
I already
just gonna.
explained why you can use units and that why you saying I can't use the units. I just I want you to stop with that, because that's just it's false. It doesn't, when people hear that, it's like, oh, you can't use your units in Dragon Quest Tact. How do they know that your specific experience is super anecdotal? They don't know that. They just
Why is
see
it? Why
you're a
why is it
content
fun that I
creator, and
can't
so you
use them
have
to their
some
potential?
authority.
I want to
What's
use
that?
them to their potential. Like it's not fun. You can laugh at me for saying I don't think it's fun, but like that it's a game that matters. Like it's not fun to have. Can we still say gimped? Is gimped PC? I don't know. I don't like having gimped
I don't know,
units.
and I don't care.
Yeah, I don't want to get hashtag canceled. Um, but it's I don't see the fun in that. You know, I like
What is fun?
night.
What is fun
Well,
about
apparently
Dragon Quest
Nightcrawler.
Tact? Not
I mean,
what is fun about Dragon Quest Tact to you? And hard mode cannot say that it's Dragon Quest.
oh, first of all, I don't think there's any point to a gotcha that isn't around an IP. Although I guess there are some popular ones. Gotcha's mostly about the IP to me. Um, but
That's it.
that's a lot of it. I'm the collector type. I think that's a lot of gotcha. So
So collecting is fun,
like I said, I'm gonna
but
fall back on if the game is so perfect in its current state, where did everyone go?
it's not fucking perfect.
Hmm.
It's not fucking perfect, and so yeah. I feel like I'm wasting my.
Sorry, I'm sorry. We got a lot.
We're just
I feel
rehashing
like it's
things.
just a fundamental. It's agree to disagree, and I know that you think we both think each other's wrong. I'm sorry. I do think it's opinion though, but I don't know what would you suggest to if Square could change one thing? Square has to listen to you right now. What do you tell them?
Quality of life,
Mm,
sales and bundles, better marketing and advertising,
yeah,
viral marketing. Um, Probably I would give better rewards, and this couple of whale friendly requests. Give better rewards for already maxed S units from the standard banner that you pull instead of just another stupid rainbow medal.
oh yeah. I can't wait
Lower
to
the
like.
rate.
Yeah, I'm gonna be so angry the first time I only get a Mindini medal for pulling an S rank.
Yeah, it's pretty bullshit.
Yeah,
Lower the rate of standard banner units when you're pulling on a featured banner. It should be like half the percentage. You should if you get a rainbow ticket, you should have a much higher chance of that being the banner unit
yeah,
rather than the standard banner unit. Oh, great, another archdemon. Cool. So,
yeah. Oh, you keep up
there you
with.
go. And I think
Oh, sorry.
they should probably make stamina refreshes a lot more forgiving.
Mm,
And then they need to have something like a battle pass, but most of that stuff's not going to happen, frankly. Um, and I think that at this point, we all need to make a decision. Is this right for you? Because no amount of your complaining or my complaining is really going to have an effect. So a lot of folks want me to get on here and tell you do two things: shut up or quit. And I would like you to knock off the fudding because
I've gotten
it does
tired.
have you don't think it has an effect, but it does. Whether or not you quit the game, I don't want you to quit. I want you to, find value in what you find value in and continue spending if you want to. So just if I could make an appeal to you, people want me to come in here and humiliate you and dab on you and stuff. But if I could make an appeal, I'm too old for that shit.
Mm,
To consider that you do have an impact on the words that you say, and that are you trying to discourage people from playing the game?
I'm not.
Probably
Although
not.
I
So you are
look, I care
discouraging
more about the
people.
play. I don't know. I do work like I wouldn't tell a new player to spend on this game right now. I'm sorry. I'm probably ticking you off right now saying it. I don't know.
You're not ticking me. I'm not ticked off all night.
Yeah. I wouldn't tell. Like if my friends started playing this, I'd be like, great. It's a fun game. I don't like this or that. Whatever. I wouldn't spend. I
Yeah,
mean,
no.
the passport is a good thing, and plus, I mean, we've talked about it a few times. We're both on agreement in that it's a bad value right now for spending, just in general.
Yeah.
The I can't believe that they like. God, that's another thing. Just another little lack of faith thing. They won't even fix the 2960 paid gems. That it's little things like that lower confidence. They need to have more consumer confidence right now. I feel like that's a fancy way to say it.
Sure.
I have no confidence in Square right now. That's why I have. I don't think they're going to change things. I don't know. My first grievance video was naive because I thought maybe they would listen or address something, or Malcolm would come in and like, dude, I watched your video. You had some good complaints. Things are changing soon, or you're like he told me I was hurt on some things, but I mean, didn't really. It was not boilerplate, but nothing substantial.
If
And then
if all they
I've
do
already
is
admitted the second grievances video was pretty much because I said I would make one, and was mostly
yeah,
me
it's pretty
being triggered
salty.
by people watching half the video and telling me to quit or whatever.
Listen, I'm over time here, but
Okay.
last thoughts. If all they do is give you more orbs and gold, it's not going to fix shit. You're not going to bring back people, and you're not going to attract new players just because of no more orb and gold scarcity.
We all realize
Um,
that the obvious answer is the game needs Sylvando.
who's that?
Dragon Quest XI, the effeminate jester type one.
Oh shit! Yeah,
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
I'm not even joking. Like I think the game needs like a special like global first or JP global shared. I think it needs like Dragon Quest 11 like real fast. And I mean I
I
obviously
don't
don't see
know.
that
Get
happening.
some waifus in there. They need. They gotta do something different about their advertising.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Maybe get some furries with Giuliante and some whatever.
Yeah.
So
All right, I will let you
anyway,
go and
hey,
stop
I
asking
gotta run.
questions.
Thanks for the invite.
Yeah, I did have
Looking
fun
forward to
tonight. Sorry we
listening.
disagree. We're never going to agree on the orbs thing, but I did enjoy talking.
Nope. Yeah, I had a good time. Thanks for the invite, dude.
Yep. Later, bud. Have a good night.
You too. Bye.
Okay. Sorry, I said that I was going to Loliet, are your comments being deleted right now? So, I said that I was going to read chat, and there was just way too much, and I was trying to give Nibb my full attention. So, yeah, Loliet, are your comments being deleted tonight still? Or I don't know if it was just a thing with. I've only got 3 mods, and I love them all, so I don't want to start accusing anybody. So maybe it's a YouTube thing. I don't know. Are you putting racial slurs in your comments? Maybe that's what I'm missing. They're getting deleted because that sounds like you. You guys don't know this. Loliet is very anti-Semitic. That's a joke, guys. That's a joke. Okay, maybe it was just a one-time thing. I don't know what it was. I mean, two of my 3 mods are here, and I know the third one doesn't care. Please don't be offended if I see Loliet's comments getting like removed again. I'm just gonna remove you guys as mods and then see how it works after that. It's no offense, Drew and Rain. You guys are amazing. I just don't know why I can't see his comments sometimes. Okay, so what do we do? What do we do now? Do I don't know. People want to stick around? Should I start like playing the game or something? Both getting fired Trump style. Let's see if I can even get my phone hooked up. I was having trouble with it before. Maybe if I make a... Maybe that'll fix it. Lolly, it's now a moderator. Can moderators delete other moderators' comments? Oh, I got another free Chili's reward. You know what? I should just throw it all in your guys' face and start playing Dokkan Battle on stream. That's not it. Alright, Nibb's gone. Screw him. Let's see. Oh no. You guys saw my email. Oh, my auto. Oh, no, I was only joking. We're not going to play Dokkan Battle. Maybe I should, though. Let's fix this. I always try to click the buttons on my screen instead. Alright, this is looking sloppy, isn't it? Let's see if I can clean this up real quick. Do I go back to... I'll just keep it on here. Alright, cool. Yeah, I don't think I get any porn emails. Plus, I already got all the male enhancement pills already, so don't need any more. I just tell them no, thank you. I'm set. Game vision went perfect in Arena. That's amazing. I don't even remember what battle I'm doing. Maybe I should play Raid Shadow Legends. It's a good idea. Murdered in Arena today. Let's see. Well, I guess I could go do my arena runs. Oh, that's right. I was doing just for the daily quest. I'm down to 15% battery power anyway, so probably won't last too long. Although, wow, I got wow. That son of a bitch did give me my biggest thing. At least for live views. I don't think I've ever been up to 34. I got the Nibb plug. Alright. So, let's show off how bad I suck in Arena. No. Maybe. Ooh, that one actually... That's not bad. Nope. Yeah, I think we got a winner there. Oh, yeah. That's it. Or was that? No, there was a better one, wasn't there? That's what I wanted, I think. Am I getting... Right, That's who I want, yeah. Almost screwed that up. Alright, what do I need to hit? I need my White King. Guess I'm bringing Dragon Lord True Form here. And then I don't actually need Royal Reptile. Who else do I... See, that's what I was complaining about before. Now I'm stuck with all my orbed things are S or question marks or heroes, so now it's like, do I bring the bird or an S4? Let's try it out. Because I don't think there was. Oh, wait, no, can't bring him either. Yeah. I guess Lionheart? I don't think I have him, like, his abilities leveled. Hmm. Nah, screw it. I'll just bring Hybrid. Let me wear my nice nature equipment, and you can have a dress. Is that what I want? Looks good. Alright, just catching up here. Alright. I don't want him as the leader. His leader skill never. I keep him back and use breath, so Dragonlord Trueform's leader skill is always bad. I don't think enemies. I don't think leader perks that affect the enemy are ever good in arena because you have to be in range at the beginning of the round, which is generally not happening. Probably make an argument for putting Hellion or Boreal Serpent as the leader, but I'll just keep it on my White King. Alright, so put that there. That's an easy knockout. Over here. Turn off auto. Probably the best I'll do. No, there we go. I think I just want to keep you over here. I may as well just do this. I don't think it's definitely not going to be necessary, but 1, 2, 3. That's cool. Yeah. What's he weak to? Bang. Okay. Yeah, he's fine. I'll leave him there. Okay, I'll just go up here and check. I hope he's not weak to bang. Ouch. I think that's a good move. Is this going to finish it? Look, I hit the mute button. Sorry, I like moved my phone. Thank you, Drew. Thank you. Anyway, uh, yeah, I think I'm actually going to go double question mark units here. I think I'm going to bring Zoma and Dragon Lord True Form. And then still bring these guys. And then that leaves me 35, 70. It leaves me 70 points. Yeah, I can bring 2 more A's. Should I try Ragnar? He's not very leveled though, as in like his things. What's he resistant to? I need something. You know what? I want something resistant to Frizz. Okay. What's Dragon Lord weak to? I want something resistant to Frizz I can send up at Dragon Lord True Form. That. Okay, it's got to be a Blizz. Yeah, I think I will just bring Ragnar. Let's try him out. I heard he was good in Arena. That one's good enough. Let's give you the mace, I guess. There needs to be some. I wish there was like hero and villain armor. Oh. I don't know which of these B rank ones are better. Alright. Yeah, his damage output isn't exactly what I'd like, but I also need to level up his abilities a lot. But I'm just gonna give him a shot. I forgot. I just bought the things to give him a 4th awakening, and I forgot to put him in. Okay. Alright, if I leave him there, that's good, because if Hellion doesn't finish off the Dragon Lord, I can go 1, 2, 3, 4 and finish him with his Ice Breath. That's perfect. I think Zoma's good there. So I guess I'll just... How's he handle Whoosh? Oh, this is bad. Okay, actually Ragnar is bad there, because there's him. Oh, but he moves after him, so I think we'll be okay, actually. I may need to hide Ragnar away. All right, good. Got it. That's why I'm still getting court pings from Discord. Okay. How do you handle whoosh? You know what? It's actually not worth it. So you can come 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Can he hit me there? Yeah, he can. I'm just going to move forward 1. He's weak to Frizz Breath, but I don't really care. What about you and Whoosh? Very weak. Okay, so you're not going to move at all. Maybe. I don't think so. Good. Perfect. Yeah, I'll go with scrap. All right, that worked. What do I want to do? Well, the Hellion can take him out, and then... Yeah, you know, I have to do this. I think there's another easy 2-turn. Oh, crap. He can't... I wasn't calculating right. I thought that he'd be able to get right over there. Is that... Oh, cool. All right, we're still going to get it. Auto just show. Damn, I just got 2-turns. If I don't totally screw up the third round, I'm gonna be in the top 50 again tomorrow. This is like my best arena day. All right, so I'm gonna do my third arena match, and then I'm gonna call it a night, guys. How many points am I Dragon Lord True Form Fires? I'll try to remember to say in a sec. Joker, that's not terrible. I like the ghost being there. Not sure about that one. Zero Awakening Boreal, that'll go down easy. An S4 Emperor. I think I'll probably take that one. It's an unusual comp. Yeah. I don't think I've even taken on Queen Slime yet. I gotta bring a heavy hitter for her. So it's this one. That's a 101 there. Geez, this team's really weak too. Yeah, see how your team does on defense? Yeah. I think this one looks easier. Because those A-rank casters are... There's only 2 units here to worry about. Alright. Alright, what do I need? I need Whoosh, I need Frizz. I think I'm just going to change Zoma up for... White King, and then I can bring Royal Reptile over the Ragnar. Ragnar was definitely disappointing, but I don't have him leveled up either. Oh, that's right. It was on him. Yeah, I'll put the dragon on. Maybe it's better the other way around, but I don't feel like going back and changing it now. So, I think we're good there. I think I like White King Leader. I'm not even worried about being put to sleep, so it's just never been a problem so far. Not really. Alright, I want you over there. I think I want you here. You can probably go up in one shot. How do you handle crack? Heavy resistance, good. Okay. I think that's fine. Should we call you Babyface now? Hey, screw. I still have a little bit. I never go all the way down. Welcome to chat, Anna Banana. I think this spot also keeps my Hellion safe from the breath. He is very weak to crack, though, so that's a bad idea. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I gotta keep him there, take the chance on sleep. Damn. Okay. I'll move up there. Awesome. No, I just trim it down. I'm too lazy to shave all the way. Alright, this is gonna mess stuff up. Awesome. Did I... Oh, that was close. No! Ah, no. Let's see. I think I gotta... Oh no, Boreal's gonna come and knock all those out, so... I think, can I still do this in 2 turns? Alright, so that's 2 128s and a 120. If... Oh no, did he... Is he out of rank for Dragon Lord True Form? Crap. Oh, yeah, sorry, Fire Breath, it's +8. It's just fire. Darn it. That was so close. Now it's a 116 and 2 128s. That was so good. Oh, you missed it, Anna. Yeah, you'll have to miss it on demand. It was actually very civil. People here were very disappointed. But, I mean, we had fundamental disagreements that came up at the end, but it wasn't too bad. How many arena points do I have now? Or coins, rather. 1730. Okay, still got to wait till the end of the week. Although I could buy 4 A armors. But I want that S equipment. We did start off with some Your Mama jokes, but we didn't let it go too far. We're adults. Yeah, it wasn't too. I was just so excited. I was so close to having 3 perfects, but and then they put whoosh on, which I agree. I think you should put a B rank scroll on Emperor Slime, but yeah, that got me. That stupid little Umbra. All right. All right. So my phone is on 6%. So I'm logging off, guys. Thanks for everybody that stopped in. I know my loyal listeners came in, stuck around. Boy, it was really big for a minute. I had like 34 people in here. I don't know what the peak was. Does it give me those stats here? Oh, I think it gives them to me at the end. But anyway, yeah. Thanks for stopping in, Chrono. One of my patrons here. Super cool. I know I want to know more in before. Got 2 patrons. So don't forget, I have a Patreon now. You can become a patron. And I have to name any of my units after you, other than King Gooey Phlegm and Abyssian, formerly known as Hellion and King Bubble Slime. So if you want to be immortalized on my units, patreon.com/chasegames in the description. Advertisement over. Have a good night, guys. Good luck. And if I figure out any of the hard modes, like the 2 very hard modes for Sorrow's Peak that I figured out, it literally is the exact same strat as the hard mode. It's just a little tighter. Maybe you have to work it a little tighter. You need some better. I don't know. But yeah, like Prustless and Rash of Rack, it's exactly the same. It's just a little bit tougher. You might need a couple more HP on things for Prustless. So have a good night, guys. Thanks again for tuning in. Means a lot. And good luck.